I don't know. Kev is he's in Paris, I think. Trav, is Kev in Paris?
Yeah, Kev's not here unless he's a ghost.
He's not here. So, but it's all good. We got a new episode. It's Tuesday, or I don't know what day it is, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know we've been a little off schedule. I just moved into a house, and let me tell you, it is one of the most stressful things to just literally go through all your stuff and realize everything that you've owned for the last, like, I don't know how long. I mean, Jesus, we're talking like literally 14 years of me being out the house or whatever. Like, it's just stressful. Moving is not fun. So it has been, affecting like, the release schedule a little bit, but we're going to get back on time. And, we're going to try to start with this week's episode. Guapdad is on the show today. Let's get it popping. It's the Hotbox Podcast. E-Rock and Box Kev, or the Ghost of Box Kev. Let's get it. Guapdad on the Hotbox Podcast right now. So what's your favorite thing to do in Vegas ever? And don't hold back.
Man, for a while it was identity theft. Vegas was so open for fraud. Oh my God. It was so open for fraud.
Yeah, I gotta hide my wallet real quick. I just got my driver's license today.
I'm retired. But still don't let me see it, but I'm retired. But yeah, I used to stay out here in Henderson.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I used to live in Henderson. And
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I was out here pimping and doing fraud.
You're wholesome.
Go to the gym.
Going to the
Do
gym.
charity and shit. Now I'm different. I'm different.
You're the community boy now. You know what I'm saying?
Now I tip on the bill when it's my own money.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a Vegas must.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to take
trust.
care of those that take care of you. You know what I mean?
I love Vegas though. I mean now, because there was a time in my life where it was so traumatic for me to come back to Vegas. I couldn't even stomach it.
Really? Why is that?
Oh, I got heartbroken out here. Heartbroken.
Heartbroken?
Oh, no.
Yes.
You had like a love interest out here, something like that?
I was out here and I had to go through it. I had to be the bitch ass.
We all go through it, man.
Yeah.
We all go through it, man.
Yeah.
I've been through it before. You know what I'm saying?
Trust.
I remember I was heartbroken one time, and, E40 has this joke. And I remember when I went through it, and I broke up with this my high school sweetheart back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I was a weenie. And then 40 called me out one day, and was like, yo, man, I ain't seen you at the studio. I ain't seen you out. What's going on with you? I said, man, I'm going through a heartbreak right now. He said, man, you better get your ass out in that sea. You got more fish to fry, my brother. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. But then he was like, but why are you so sad? And so we got this running joke. So if you see E40, you can say, yo, E-Rock told me to tell you, but I known her my whole life. And I remember I said that to him. I was like, man, I'm heartbroken because I known her my whole life. And he was like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Get your weenie ass up, man. So, yo, I get it, man. I've been there before, man. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it was tough for me to go back to Daly City at that point.
Oh my God. See, I already know what you was fucking with. You was in Daly City. I already know what you was fucking with. She was crazy. Huh?
Yeah, she was crazy, man.
Yeah.
She robbed me too, man. She made me feel like
Oh, that's such a turn.
and I've told this story on Twitch before, so it's no secret, but I remember she broke up with me after she had told me, oh, I'm gonna get my own apartment because I want to be closer to school. Okay, cool. I was like 22 at the time. Yeah. I was like, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Get your own apartment. It's, it's fine. I'll come visit, with the dog and this and that. But then the crazy thing is, throughout that time when she got the apartment and she moved in there, she was like, yo, I'm going to take the dining table. Is that cool? Yo, I'm going to take the couch. I'm going to take some of the pots and pans. Yo, I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to take some of that. I was left with damn near nothing in my house. And then after that, she was like, all right, this ain't working no more. She scammed me. And I moved all that shit into her house.
Oh,
Isn't that smart back then, man? But you know what, man? Let's keep this conversation going. Now that the pandemic is somewhat winding down, how does it feel to be back in front of your fans again, like in real life?
man, it feels amazing. And I just got off this Wale tour. We played, you know what I'm saying, every House of Blues size venue or bigger in the country sold out.
Amazing.
Right? And this was the first time because of that tour where I could post a tour flyer and the algorithm love it. Cause say Wale on it is clickbait. It's like, oh, like look at this. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Give yourself some credit, man.
I mean, true. But it's for my own.
You got status, brother. Come on, I've seen you grow.
Also, my status is very particular. My growth is not linear. Cause
explain that real quick.
I mean, on average, a motherfucker would do a certain amount of work to get to a certain place. And by that certain amount of work, all the entry level, all the prerequisites, all like the early music theory, all like I wrote this many songs to be this good. I skipped hella steps because I went viral for one, and two, naturally, I'm good enough to keep up if I'm just placed in the environment. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have done the work to get there. I'm just good enough to adapt, so that could be a crutch.
Never seen it that way.
So things in my career have happened out of order.
Okay.
And that's why
would you credit that to being one of those artists that do go viral?
Yeah.
You know
I exist as a new entity in the culture. People like me are new because I can be on any side of the spectrum of this that I want. I could take it on one and just it is. But at the same time, that doesn't necessarily merit the same tangibility for like people can't grasp that all the time. So post flyers, different things. A motherfucker might see me post something and only be attracted to that one side of me. So they only care about when I post this or whatever. Because Wale does not have that stigma and he had a more linear career and it is now 15 years in and is where he's at, you know what I'm saying? That nigga is more clickbait than I am in that way.
Okay.
Which is why I said that. And because of that, all my fans have seen that I'm on tour. They watch the posts, they see the flyers, and this was my first time like really gauging what I could really do from a touring standpoint because I never actually knew.
So this was like your first like real massive tour.
Yeah, this was definitely the biggest one. I mean, I definitely played bigger rooms in Europe with Denzel. But that's Europe.
Okay.
That's Europe. So this is my first one in America at this scale with an artist of this magnitude. It was amazing. On top of just being able to have more access to people that knew me, I got access to all these people that love Wale. And if you love Wale, that means you fucking listening. And as the person, the way that I rap, I need people to listen. Because shit go over your head. Sometimes I'm too witty for my own good.
You got game.
I be trying.
That's that Bay Area shit right there.
Hey, I be trying.
That's that Bay Area shit.
I be trying, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes the sauce just start oozing out my pores a little bit too potently, and I just slip and then end up in a deep, dark hole of this game.
Recently, you did Filipino Heritage Night for the LA Clippers. That had to be incredible. Tell me more about that real quick.
Man, when we got the opportunity, I was stunned. I was like, damn.
I mean, you performed at halftime.
Yeah, it was
for a packed house.
It was halftime, and it was crazy too because it didn't. As a person who I don't really give a fuck about sports, like that. I was trying to embrace the opportunity, like I know it's big, but I didn't already have a image in my mind to like set the precedent because I never thought about that. Like I never seen myself performing at a halftime because
so that was your first one.
I don't watch sports. So I've been to games, a whole bunch of games. My brother Vaughn is the nigga that run the company for the people that flip off the trampoline and dunk.
Was that where you got your backflip and front flip skills?
Yeah. That's literally how I know how to front flip off shit. It's my brother Vaughn, right?
Yeah.
So I done been to hella games. It's just as a person, I had no type of goal to set for myself because I didn't know the pressure or how important halftime was to people who watch sports. At the game, in the moment, looking up, 20,000 people sold out at the crypto arena. It hit me. And I just had the biggest smile on my face because I was like, oh shit, this is tight as fuck. what the hell?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
I was smiling. I was juiced because I like attention. Attention make me horny.
Oh man, I mean, you're from the Bay Area,
Yes.
so were people from back home giving you shit because you were doing something for the Clippers?
Hey man,
because you know Warrior fans be
Bay-
crazy like that.
It was Bay niggas at the game. Mm-hmm. It was a few people from the Bay at the game, and they came up like, I ain't never seen you do this for the Warriors.
I mean, Warrior fans like, yo, they're a loyal pack.
No, he had the
You know
Golden
what I'm
State
saying?
shirt on and everything. And he walked up, he said, I know it's for that bag, dog.
Were they even playing Golden State that night?
No, they played.
See, that's how loyal Golden State Warrior fans are. It's crazy.
Yeah.
they'll go to a game that the Warriors ain't got
He was at the
ain't got
Crypto
nothing to do
Arena.
with a Curry jersey on. I know because I've done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
So-
he had his full Golden State shirt on. And he was like, yeah, I know it was for that bag, but... I was like, all right, bro. Like, what do you want from me, dog?
Shout out Roslyn one time.
Man, Roz,
That's our sister right
Roz
there.
is the GOAT, an
She
absolute
is the GOAT.
gem, a queen, a connector, a marketing genius, a beautiful spirit. I love
Roslyn, man. Roslyn's done so much for me. I've learned so much from her. And, I can't wait to actually, this is actually the first Filipino Heritage Night that they did in LA that I didn't take part in because now I live here in Vegas.
Yeah.
Before.
We gotta do a Vegas one.
I
Come
know.
on.
I'm trying to
What we
work on it,
doing?
man. I'm trying to work on it.
We gotta do a Vegas one.
I'm out here planting the seeds right now, I know people are noticing now more than ever how important it is for people to know and understand that you are half Filipino.
Yeah.
Why is that so important to you?
I'm trying to catch people up to what is my actual life is, how I live, how I really talk, how I really like the things that matter to me the most. So to just expose this part of myself is something that I always wanted to talk about. And honestly, it started off as just like the biracial thing. You know how they roast mixed niggas and say, yeah, mixed people always gotta remind you that they mixed. But for real though, it's like a culture. You want to grab onto that shit so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a part of you that could get neglected, especially when you mix with black, and black culture is so powerful. Or it's like so much magic in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People don't want to pay attention to that other shit in themselves. But this is something that been added to me. You come to my house, I got hella Filipino shit. My broom Filipino, my rice.
Do you have the full kitchen, the food? Do you offer somebody, hey, yo, have you ate yet?
I mean, but I do that as a person. Though.
Yeah.
Ask friend, anywhere we go, like I'm feeding niggas, I'm feeding the team.
I love that. That's a big part of our culture is just to make sure that
Food.
Food, and make sure that like, yo, if someone comes into your house,
Yeah.
not only do you got to take your shoes off at the front door, but we're going to make sure that you walk away full.
No, ask friend. This time I was like, bro, I've been feeling bad every time you come to LA. Like, man, it should be too much going on. My living room ain't clean. This time I was like, nuh-uh, we busting it down. Come on, I got incense lit, floor.
Got the Walees.
Immaculate. We smoking. What you want? You know what I'm saying? Come on, it's going good. It's going good. So, but hospitality should be a social norm, but I probably could attribute that to my Filipino side for sure. But both my it's really grandma culture for real. What we talking about?
100%.
It's just grandma game.
100%,
Grandma game,
man. I mean, shit, for me, it's like I said, like, yo, Filipinos will make sure that, yo, if you walk into the house, you're going to walk away full.
Yeah.
And I was a fat little kid when I was growing up. For real. Like, yo, and you had to finish your rice.
Oh.
What's one crazy thing that your grandma used to tell you if you didn't finish your rice? I'll tell you one thing that my grandma used to say.
First of all, my granny was mean, and I was the first grandson. I got all the punishment, nigga. If I ain't finished my rice, I had to kneel on it, uncooked rice.
Really?
Y'all ain't had the
Did you really?
Filipino punishments. I had the Filipino punishments.
The kneeling shit is crazy.
I done held the warm pot of water like this. Yeah, no, I had.
You had to hold that
I had
buck or a
warm pot of
bucket.
water, and mind you, this shit. It's so room temperature, right? But you a kid, so you like, it's burning my head. My grandma was not inflicting 3rd-degree burn. That shit, I'm just holding the shit, just like trying to keep it up.
Do we have new music on the horizon that you're going to be touring again? Is there another tour in the works or?
I'm ready. I'm seasoned for the shit.
You've been through it. I mean, if you could say that, it's like, yo, once you get on it, you want to get off. But once you get off, yo, you ready to hit the road again? Like, oh, I'm ready,
man. Because
You know?
I like rapping. I like performing. I like getting rawer at the shit. I like building it up for me. So I want to go out, but I am dropping a lot of new music. I got a Colors episode coming out that is so player. I'm doing a lot of world building. I'm bringing people into my my audio cinematic universe.
your mind,
my
pretty
ACU,
much.
yeah, the Guap cinematic universe. I am trimming the fat and making the brand.
I Need Bands. What made you take that LL Cool J sample, I Need Love, and flip it into what you did with I Need Bands? How did that record come together? What was the inspiration?
Man, I remember I was talking to the kid I produced it with, Link Up, years ago. This song is
It's fire.
5 years old or some shit.
It's 5 years old?
Oh, wow.
4 years old.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
No
like
way.
whenever I first met Drake is when this song was already a year old when I had made it. Like I made it way before, like 2 years before I even moved to LA. It's like
So it's like 2022. So this thing was done in like...
I just was feeling like, you know what? I love money more than I love these hoes, so I don't need love.
I need bands.
Because I was like, I don't know, but the LL Cool J shit, it was just ringing in my head, and then I hit him and we flipped it. He had produced like the bass of it, sent me the session. Then I got the chords from that and then like added the little switch up in the middle, and it just was that.
I mean, to take that record though, because I know a lot of people have tried to attempt to make that record what you have accomplished with it. Like that has to take a lot of confidence.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you're taking a home run and you make it into a grand slam.
Yeah.
That's basically what we talk about right now.
And the shit is going up too. I'm happy that people received it in that way. But honestly, I knew it was that good because this is the song that Drake wanted to get on.
Really?
Yeah.
And how come why didn't we see that?
I don't know. Y'all post this and ask that nigga because
Drake.
I waited too long.
Did he need bands? Because we need answers.
I
you know what I'm
waited way
saying?
too long. He didn't need no bands for me. That nigga don't need.
Hey, he don't need no one's bands.
Yeah.
He got all the bands in the world.
Right. But that's my dog though. Shout out to Drizzy. That's my dog.
I remember, and I know we talked about this in our last interview. I remember when the first time that I really dove down the Guapdad 4,000 rabbit hole was when Drake came to San Francisco and did that New Year's. I don't know. I mean, I would say, I don't even know if you want to call it a party, because I heard like he literally got paid an amazing amount of money to walk in for like 5 minutes and then walk right out.
Yeah, it was supposed to be just a little kick it, and he pulled up, and it was actually at City Hall.
Yeah.
It was not intimate, and it was niggas in sections lined up like Wakanda. Like it was really ridiculous.
We're going to talk about this. Cheap, tell me about that, man. And what kind of game are we spitting? What is this record about, real quick?
Man, Cheap is a bona fide Bay Area WAP produced by my boy Remedy. He also did some writing on it with me. And it is a scammer's tale. It's basically
a scammer's tale.
It's all these new scammers popped up around EDD, and they're not real scammers. Like they wasn't in the trenches really doing this. So it's kind of like my message to them, kind of reflecting on my past. Like I was really doing this way before EDD.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
That's crazy though. The stories that are popping up and stuff, like, you know, people pulling out these relief loans and then like, you know, getting caught.
Man, I just seen the girl who spent her shit on the hitman, and then they caught the hitman. Yeah.
They caught him.
And they traced the money back to the government, pretty much.
Man, she was stupid.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
people
pretty
did.
much.
That's what happened though when stupid people get access to money that they never would have had in the first place. That was the problem with EDD and why it plagued the black community, because a lot of these people aren't financially literate enough for them to even be able to maneuver with lump sums like that. We talk about niggas who hustled all their life and never had more than $10,000 in they pocket at a Guap, and then all of a sudden it's so easy for you to be 60K up and go to Rodeo and get a Frenchie that you don't know how to train, that's finna shit everywhere, and buy all these Amiris that you finna outgrow because that lean finna have you gaining weight. Then when you can't afford to it, you might end up with perks and they gonna skinny you out. Now them pants is the only thing that you got left because all your Celine hoodies dirty.
Yo, since we're on the subject of EDD loans, man, what's one of the biggest lessons you learned from the pandemic? Other than, well, I know you were big on cooking.
Yeah.
I still need to come to the crib because you was telling me that your salmon is like fire. But what are some of the other things and other lessons that you learned, like while we were all in the house?
Man, I gotta be mindful of how my actions that I think are benefits or pluses for me can be negative to those around me. I had to learn how to regulate myself as an adult with ADHD. I had to learn how to have more difficult conversations as a businessman.
Wow.
I also...
Like what kind of difficult conversations would you say? You don't have to dive into details, but...
Everything. Like I be trying to... As soon as somebody say something that make me uncomfortable...
Yeah.
If it's past the limit, I'm speaking immediately.
As you should. As you should.
I'm often too aware of the bigger picture, which causes me to not care about situational disinterest or things not aligning between certain parties, because I realize that later on we'll still end up in the same place.
Yeah.
But that's not a natural way of thinking, because I'm not caring about that person in the moment. I only care about where I feel like we would end up. So that's selfish of me to not consider that. But it'd be hard for me to think that way because I don't really pick up on social cues like I need to.
Okay.
I can't. So those are some things that I've been working on over quarantine.
That's crazy. And this is actually the first time that I'd say the second time, but this is the first time that we've actually done an interview face to face.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we did it on Zoom last time.
Yeah.
And remember I seen you at the HMC studio. And man, you was giving me fucking grief on the HMC stream. Because I was pandemic paranoid for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't vaccinated at the time or anything. So I had like 3 masks on.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't around people for hella long. I was in the house,
Yeah.
But I remember like, I just dipped out and you was on the street like, where the fuck E-Rock-O? Like, hey man, that guy was here for 30 seconds, man. What kind of support is that? This was supposed to be my brother. Shit.
I figured though, like I could tell. I read it.
Yeah, man. The pandemic was crazy for me, man. There was a lot of good, but then there was a lot of bad, but there was a lot of learning, and I wanted to make sure that if I went through something like that, like I remember day one, I was like, if I'm gonna be fucking locked up in the house for like 2 years or something like that, we thought it was gonna be 6 months, which is fucking wild.
Yeah.
We thought it was gonna be 6 months, but I was like,
turned into 2 years.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
I wanted to make sure that I came back, out of the house as the best version of myself.
Yeah.
Just like how you saying, like, how you were working on things during quarantine. There were a lot of things that I was working on too, and like, being mindful, and even how to communicate with people, and just like, I think family was like the biggest thing for me.
Oh man.
To really. Not that I never fully embraced my family, but more so like, when you're in this business, it's a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
It just goes, and it goes without you.
Yeah.
And you never want to miss anything. So like, I was pedal to the metal. I was fucking running 24 hours a day when I lived in LA for a long time. But I think like, what I realized when I was at home, with my significant other, with my dogs, or even like coming out here to Vegas at the time before I lived here, like I was visiting my mother for like, months at a time. Like I never had that. I was always on the road. I was always here in Vegas. I was always out late. I was always on a plane. I was always doing shit that didn't allow me to enjoy the fruits of family. You know what I'm saying? So now I get that, man. Like, yo, it's crazy that we had to go through all those things and be like in that position in the house.
Yeah.
To learn such big lessons, you know, and kind of go, oh, yo, I could be better at that. Oh, yo, I could spend more time with that person. You know what I mean?
Man. COVID was crazy.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy.
God.
What else do we have on the horizon for Guapdad, man? We don't know if a tour is on the table yet, but I'm sure if the price is right, you're gonna go get that bag.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I mean, you got any big collabs? You know, big businesses, like ventures, like brands.
I'm doing a lot of brand stuff this year.
Okay.
I'm currently
anything we could talk about?
Yeah, I'm working on a Diamond Supply collab right now.
Shout out Nick Diamond. That's our brother right there.
Yeah, shout out Nick.
That's another Bay Area native right there.
Come on, yeah. So it was only right that me and him got together. And I'm working on that. He let me curate a whole collection. I can make anything I want.
That's
so
fire.
I'm gonna make some dope shit. It's not gonna be nothing lame. I'm gonna make some real particularly dope shit. On top of that, I've been doing some acting as well. I'm popping out in Issa Rae new show, Rap Shit.
He is.
I'm on 2 episodes. I mean, people just need to expect the brand to elevate this year.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it to another level.
I love it. I love watching everything that you've been doing too, man. You've definitely grown into this. I mean, you've always been a superstar, like, you know, to me, you know, and I look at everybody that makes it out of the Bay and gets, like, you know, where you're at, like, that way. But you, though, you know, there's something special about what you do. And I think that resonates with people. It resonates with me more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yo, like, congratulations on all that. And, you know, I can't wait to support, like, you know, more things down the line, whether it's, you know, your new collection with Nick or, like, you know, your new
more
records or whatever. More, you know, like I love watching the growth.
Man, I appreciate you. I love watching your growth too. Come on.
Man, yo, look,
You know
this is crazy, right? This is a crazy upgrade, man.
Yeah,
we went from Zoom to this.
Come on, dog.
You know?
It's going up. It's going up. I love it. I love growing with people. And honestly, I was just talking to Sam about this because I ran into AD and the homie Rod he opened up a studio. Just like people that I haven't seen in a while. Who was like go-getters, who I know was out there just like eating through work, you know, like it's tight to come back and then see the niggas like that on top too. I champion for people like that. So you one of them people for me, dog.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. Because I know there's a lot of people that are going to see this interview. You know, we're going to put this up on the YouTube and whatnot. They're going to hear this on the radio, obviously. But for somebody that has been going through a hard time, because it's crazy, unprecedented times still.
Yeah.
What is something that you could share with them that would allow them to feel like, okay, you know what? I needed to hear that. Yeah. Things are going to be all right. I needed that.
Yeah. Honestly, man, as a person who then been through the worst of the worst, my life is hectic. I am constantly plagued by a mental disposition that wants me to be careless and forgetful and more depression prone, on top of already being afflicted by depression, on top of have been suicidal years before, on top of being from Oakland and being black, and so many people that I know is dead. Every day that I'm able to still be alive, I can change the narrative for whoever coming after me. I don't really even live for myself as much as I live for my legacy. If you feel hopeless or anything, you gotta remember, I don't care if you're 11 years old, you just made 11 years of memories with people, small or big. That's important. Make more of those. Don't stop it early. Please don't.
Hey, Trav, is it all right if we get another shot?
Oh yeah, I'm on my way. Just give me a
let's
second.
go, ladies and gentlemen. Travis is the engineer that we have here. One of the most amazing people that I've worked with in this business, and he is incredible at what he does. When you see the finished product of this, bro, it is Absolutely insane. Say hi to the camera, bro. Come on, man. Let people know, man. We want to make sure I give you your flowers, bro. All right, here we go. We're gonna take the shot, and you're gonna be whisked away.
Yep. I don't
even know how to
the
open this
motherfucking
shit.
Pop it up. Just straight up.
Is it straight up? All right.
Put some muscles into it, E.
Come on.
For some reason, I cannot
on.
do this. It's like slippery. Pause. Big pause. Hold on. We don't need
Chill.
Yeah, big pause, yo. There we go.
Got you, brothers.
All right. My brother, appreciate you.
Man.
We're going to do this again. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be, what is it? One of those 2020 specials on you by the time we do this next. You know what I mean?
It's a good one. Hopefully it's a good one.
It's always a good
And they don't
one,
got me on there like the Tindler Swindler.
Nah, because I mean,
Definitely
those,
not.
yeah, those years are definitely not here today. It's Tuesday. I think it is. I don't know. We've been a little off on the release schedule, but we're trying to get back at what we do better. You know what I mean? So E-Rock is in the building. This is the Hot Box Podcast. Box Kev, how you feeling? Oh yeah? How's Paris? Paris treat? He's in Paris, guys. He's in Paris. So you know what? The show must continue. I just want to say that I apologize for the release schedule being a little off. Sometimes it's been Tuesdays, sometimes it's been Wednesdays, sometimes it's been Thursdays. I just moved into a new house, and moving is stressful. Moving is very stressful. I didn't know I owned that much shit. I didn't know that. I mean, I actually forgot what I owned because I actually went through this big ordeal, and I don't know if I talked about it enough, but I bought a house back in June of 2021. And I just got it June 1st of 2022. So it took a year for me to build this house. It was delayed a couple times. It was just complete stress. But we crossed the goal line. I'm in the house. I'm moved in. I got everything that I've ever cherished in my entire life under one roof. And but it's stressful to kind of get it all sorted out. So, hey, we're going to get back to exactly how we were releasing episodes every Tuesday. Hopefully we start with this one or next week. But once Kev gets back, it'll be a little bit, I don't know, it'll just be better, all right? But check it out. The show must go on. Guapdad, he's on the show with us today. It's the Hot Box Podcast. Let's get it popping. Come on.